Hi guys, welcome back to Dr. Behind the Scenes. I am Khushboo and I scored 215 marks in the FMGE December 2022 exam. Today, I would like to share my resources which I used to ace this exam, and I hope that it also helps you all out. Along with that, I'll be sharing my 2-3 best alternatives which you can use if you do not have these resources. But before all of that, I would like to remind you that if you have already selected your resource and it's working out for you, then I hope that you stick to it because it will give you wonderful results. Also, secondly, I would like to share some of the hidden high-yield YouTube videos and other some resources which people usually miss out, but in the exam it is really helpful. So let's begin. Firstly, the preclinical subjects. Before going any further, let me give you a little background on how I studied and what I studied. In my third year of college vacations, I joined AFMG, and this is a non-sponsored video, and I joined their vacation batch which used to teach the preclinical subjects. So from there, in the third year, I just got a gist of what is being taught, what topics are important, and therefore I joined this institute, and it really helped make a base for my future FMG exam. Number 1, anatomy. So I studied from Dr. Arnika Singhal ma'am from AFMG in my third year, and I had absolutely loved anatomy because of her, and so I decided to keep anatomy's main resource as her notes. Unfortunately, my notes were left behind because of the whole Ukraine Russia conflict, and so my senior, she was so generous, she emailed me each page of her notes, and therefore I was able to really grasp anatomy. But if you do not have the resource, the other alternative is Dr. Azam sir's lectures, YouTube videos, and they are absolutely amazing, especially the rapid revision videos, which I think that Keshav has also mentioned in his resource as well, and they were absolutely amazing. Another 2-3 resources I would suggest is, if you already have prep ladder or marrow, stick to their rapid revision videos in anatomy, because in the end anatomy is so vast that the more you do the questions of anatomy, I think that will more help you in tackling the questions in the FMG exam. This is just my opinion, my experience, and if you think that this works out for you, that giving questions more priority than the notes, then I think it is a good strategy. But I would suggest you to keep a balance, like 60% give to questions and 40% give to notes. Notes will help you combat all the new topics that are usually asked in the exam, but the previous year questions will help you to tackle the majority of the questions that are usually asked in the exam. So I hope that it is really clear, because anatomy is such a big subject that it's really difficult to tackle. So this is just my point of view. Second, physiology. So I had referenced Guyton and Hall in my college years, because we had this workbook in our university which was basically derived from Guyton and Hall, so I had to go and refer to it, and so it really helped me build my concepts. But for the FMG preparation, I chose Prep Ladder, Dr. Vivek Nagrekar sir's video. You can, if you already have Marrow or any other offline coaching institute, stick to it. Basically the questions are very less from physiology subject, but it builds the base for other medicine and pathology. So it is an important subject, do not miss it out. Second source for my physiology was the first aid. Yes, this book, first aid, usually people use this for their USMLE preparation, or they use it for their NEET preparation. All thanks to Dr. Aditya for bringing this in Indian students' life, and this is one of the books that helped me prepare my FMG exam. This book is just so concise that it really, in just 600 pages around, it has covered physiology, pathology, biochem. It has also covered pharma as well, but I'll talk about this book in next video. So third, moving forward, is biochemistry. I studied from Dr. Priyansh Jain sir's notes. He is an offline institute teacher and he usually teaches in Arise Academy in Gautam Nagar, and I absolutely loved his notes because they are so concise. Usually people think that biochemistry is a very difficult topic. You are making a mistake not doing the previous year questions before, because in FMG the questions that are asked are usually very basic, and if you do the previous year questions, your confidence will rise really high and you will be able to grasp what is important and what is usually asked. Other resources for biochemistry you can absolutely use is the top tier teacher in Prep Ladder and Marrow both, and if that is not your cup of tea, you can try First Aid. Fourth, pathology. For pathology, I studied from Dr. Sparsh Gupta's lectures and notes. He is an absolute gem of a teacher, and what I would do was that whatever extra was given that was really important for the exam point of view, I would annotate that in my first aid, and it really helped me concise, and I hope that you do that for every subject. Moving forward, fifth, pharma. Hands down, Dr. Govindrai Garg was one of my sources, and it from the starting, from my second, third year, and it stayed till my FMG preparations. He's one of those teachers who can really make pharma easy, and so I stick to that. But if some other teacher is really working out for you, it's really helpful, then stick to that. So next was microbiology. I studied microbiology from Dr. Sonu Parmar, and he made it so much fun. But that was not my primary source. I used Harrison's. I thoroughly studied Harrison's, not referenced it. I thoroughly studied Harrison's, and it really made my base strong because I knew microbiology was gaining importance in the FMG exam. And what I did was, in the end, I annotated all of this in my first aid, whatever was important, whatever was extra. For the images I used, so this is an extra tip. Always go on YouTube, and in the end, when you have just few days left to revise, you need to only revise the images in microbiology. You cannot keep revising all the notes. So for images, I use the Unacademy videos, any teacher's videos that were on the top of your search bar. Just use that and keep revising from that. So Unacademy microbiology images for FMG exam, you can just search that, and that will make it really easier for you. Even for derma, I did the same thing. So I studied from Dr. Manish Soni, and he is an amazing teacher. But in the end, I again went on YouTube and I watched all the images from Unacademy or any other source that you like, and you can just save that in your YouTube playlist and keep revising that. Along with that, I did the questions. You know, there is mixed bag questions from. So this is a really great tip. For all the sources, for all the topics, all the subjects that you feel are difficult for you, go on YouTube. There are multiple mixed bag questions. There are previous year questions from Unacademy, from MIST, from Prep Ladder, from Marrow, from these subject teachers. They have all these YouTube channel, their personal YouTube channel, which you can go on and see all these questions. Do as many questions as you can, not as you like, but as you can, and it will really help you with the exam. So this was my basic preparation strategy. I would study thoroughly all these teachers' notes. I would annotate them at first aid if there were subjects in this, and then I would go on YouTube, search previous year questions or search mixed bag questions, and I would just pop into Unacademy YouTube channel or Prep Ladder, Marrow, MIST, any other, and I would solve all these questions. So finally we have come to end of the video. It was a long video, but it was really in detail, and I hope that for preclinical subjects there is no issue and my video really helped you out. I will be making a part 2 for all the paraclinical subjects and the subjects that are coming to a rise with the number of questions. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for part 2.